Okay, so we're going to go ahead and finish up lesson 6.4 with intermediate algebra, starting on problem 7 here. So I'm going to share my screen. So let's write this one out real quick. So number 7, and I'm going to rewrite it how I like them. We have x squared plus 2x subtract 24. So we're making our leading terms look alike. So I need my x to be x squared. So I'm going to multiply x by x to get our x squared. And then I'm going to distribute my x to x minus 4. So I'd have x squared subtract 4x. Then we change our signs because we're subtracting. These would cancel out, and I'd be left with 6x subtract 24. Now I need x to look like 6x, and this is positive, so I'm going to have plus 6, and then 6 times x is 6x. 6 times negative 4 would be subtract 24. Change our signs. 6x subtract 6x is 0. Negative 24 plus 24 is 0. So our answer is x plus 6. Okay, let's copy down number 8. So we have x plus 5, x squared plus 4x subtract 5. Oh, y'all can't see any of that. My bad. I apologize. Alright, so we need x to look like x squared, so we're going to multiply by x. Then we'd have x squared plus 5x. Change our signs. That would be 0. This would be negative x subtract 5. Now to make this a negative x, I'm going to have to multiply by negative 1. Negative 1 times x would be negative x. Negative 1 times positive 5 would be negative 5. Change our signs. Negative x plus x is 0. Negative 5 plus 5 is 0. So our answer is x subtract 1. Copy that down. And, oh man, mine's really big. I'm going to do number 10 first, since I only gave myself this much room. And I'll hop back and do 9 on another one because that's going to take up a little bit more room and I don't want to be smushed. So we have x subtract 4 and 6x squared subtract 3. So to make this x squared, we know we're going to have x, and then the 6x times x would be 6x squared. 6x times a negative 4 would be subtract 24x. I can't combine these two because x and there's not an x. I'd change my signs though, so that would be 0. And I'm going to rewrite this. I'd have 24x subtract 3. And then I need my leading terms to be the same, so I'm going to add 24. So I'd have 24x subtract, what's 24 times 4? 96. So we have 96 there. Then we change our signs. Those will cancel. 96 subtract 3 would be 93, and that's our remainder. So our answer is going to be 6x plus 24, and our remainder was positive, and so we'll have 93 over our dividend. And y'all can't see it. Again, I'm really sucking it up. All right, I'm going to write it, put it here. I feel like this is much more zoomed in than it usually is. So we have 6x plus 24 plus 93 divided by x minus 4, because that's what that is. I got caught up on that 3. All right, now I'm going to flip this over and do number 9. Okay, copy all that down. So we're going to have x plus 1, x cubed, subtract 8x squared, plus 7x subtract 6. I have to multiply by x squared to get x cubed, so then I'm going to have x squared or x cubed plus x squared. Change our signs. That will be 0. This would be negative 9x squared. I'm going to bring down the rest of it. Okay. Now then I need to multiply by negative 9x. So then we have negative 9x squared subtract 9x. Change our signs. Negative 9x squared plus 9x squared is 0. 7x plus 9x would be 16x, and bring down my subtract 6. Then I need to multiply by a positive 16. 16 times x would be 16x. 16 times 1 would be positive 16. We'll change our signs. That would be 0. Negative 6 subtract 16 would be negative 24. No, negative 22. Double check. Negative 16 subtract 6 is negative 22. X doesn't go into 22. This is going to be our remainder. So our answer, let me scoot this over so y'all can see it this time, is x squared subtract 9x plus 16. Our remainder was negative, so subtract 22 over x plus 1. And I'm going to copy that down here. So we have x squared subtract 9x plus 16 subtract 22 for x plus 1. Lovely. I-11, because we already did number 2. We're going to have x subtract 7, and then we have 2x cubed subtract 5x squared subtract 7. Okay. So x needs to look like 2x cubed, so we're going to multiply by 2x squared. So I'll have 2x cubed here. Then 2x squared times a negative 7 would be subtract 14x squared. Change our signs. 2x cubed subtract 2x cubed is 0. Negative 5 plus 14 would be 9. Yes. So I'll have 9x squared. We're going to bring down our subtract 7. Now to make these, we're going to have a positive, because this is positive, 9x, because we already have 1x. X times x is x squared. So this will give us 9x squared. 9 times negative 7 would be subtract 63x. Double check my math. Yep. I can't combine these two terms, but first I need to change my signs. I can't combine these two terms, so I'm going to bring them both down to the next one. 9x squared subtract 9x squared is 0. So we have 63x, and that's negative 7, so subtract 7. I'm going to multiply by 63 here. So I'd have 63x subtract 63 times 7 is 441. Change your signs. That's 0. 441 subtract 7 is 434. and that'll be our remainder because x cannot go into a whole number. So our answer will be 2x squared plus 9x plus 63 positive plus 434 divided by x subtract 7. All right, let's copy that over here. It's number 11. So, oh, that's not going to fit there. So 2x squared plus 9x add 63 add 434 over x subtract 7. Keep that paper. Okay, 12 and 13. So we have x subtract 4. And we make 4, 3, 2, 1. This was going to be a big one. 2x to the 4th power. Subtract 12x cubed plus 18x squared. Subtract 9x plus 4. Oh, okay, let's math. So we're going to have 2x cubed. So 2x to the 4th power. 2x cubed times a negative 4 would be subtract 8x cubed. Change our signs. Those will cancel. Negative 12 plus 8 would be negative 4x cubed. Bring everything down. So these need to match up. So we're going to have to subtract 4x squared. So negative 4x cubed, negative times the negative, positive 16x squared. And then change our signs. That'll be 0. 18 subtract 16 would be 2x squared. Bring the rest down. Add 2x. So we have 2x squared. 2x times negative 4 would be subtract 8x. Change our signs. Negative 9 plus 8 would be negative x plus 4. Negative 1. Negative 1 times x subtract 4 would be negative x plus 4. When we change our signs, that will both be 0. So our answer is 2x cubed subtract 4x squared plus 2x subtract 1. Copy that down. 2x cubed subtract 4x squared plus 2x subtract 1 with no remainder. Okay, last one, number 13. So you have x plus 1, 6x squared. Oh, I messed up on this one because I don't have them in order. This 4x cubed right here at the end needs to be brought to the front. So I'm going to scribble this out. So you have x plus 1. Now 4x cubed first. 6x squared. Subtract 7x, add 6. So x, and we need it to look like 4x cubed, so we're going to multiply by 4x squared. 4x squared times 1 would be 4x squared. Change our signs. That's 0. 6 subtract 4 would be 2. Bring down the rest. X needs to look like 2x squared, so we're going to add 2x. So 2x squared plus 2x. Change our signs. That's 0. Negative 7 plus negative 7 subtract 2 would be negative 9x plus 6. Here we'd have to multiply by negative 9. So we'd have negative 9x subtract 9. Change our signs. That would be 0. 9 plus 6 is 15. So we have a remainder of 15. So our answer is 4x squared plus 2x subtract 9. Since our remainder was 15, we're going to add 15 over x plus 1. So 4x squared plus 2x. These last ones, I was trying to copy our homework directly from the book assignments, and these weren't problems we would have done in the book, so I don't know where they got tied up in this, but since someone had already started on the assignment, I can't delete them. So I'm going to say that they're bonus problems, so if you get them right, I'll give you 1 point each. And we're going to leave them there, and I'm not going to do examples over them since they're bonus problems. So that's all.